when you're out there in the Champions League nights, the European matches, it's a different smell. It's a different taste. It's a different feeling. What do you know, guys? He's only gone and done it. He's only gone and done it. Rice, baby. His first month at Arsenal, he's already collected an accolade. He's already collected a trophy. He's already lifting a trophy at the Emirates. That's my guy. That's my favorite player, Declan Rice. One of the best midfielders in the world right now. The best in the Premier League. I know that for sure. Now, I've heard Mikel Antonio said that this guy, if you see him in training, there's no player in the league like him. There's no one like him. And another guy said, what about Rodri? He said, nah. When you see that guy play, you're going to be left in awe of his brilliance. You're going to be left in awe of his greatness. That's how good he is. And for me, I didn't understand it because I'm thinking, nah, man, you're just bigging up your player because he was playing at West Ham at the time. You're just bigging up your player, Mikel Antonio. Nah. I've heard David Moyes say the same thing. I've heard lots of fans saying the same thing that supports West Ham. But you know, when you support your team, you don't really care about certain players that you don't think your team is going to be getting. And even if you think your team is going to be getting them, you're only watching clips. So clips don't tell the full story. But when he's sitting in my midfield, because I'm a kind of guy, when my team is playing, I analyze, I assess every minute detail. Sometimes I watch the match even 3-4 times again, just to get glean all the information that I may have missed on the first and second time. So I'm that kind of fan. And when I assess Declan Rice, sometimes I just watch the match and just focus only on Declan Rice. I see the positions he takes up. Awesome. And these things are very underrated, whereas you can take up a certain position in the match and people won't see it. Sometimes we underestimate things like that, just positioning. And the way Declan Rice position in most matches is always sweeping up. If the attacker loses the ball, someone needs to be there in midfield, not just the centre backs, not just William Saliba or Gabriel Magalhaes. Someone in midfield needs to be above or ahead of him, or ahead of them, those two centre backs, or whosoever is going to be behind, whether it's the wing back or right back or the left back, whosoever is going to be at the back. Someone, a midfielder that's very good at tackling, needs to be there to cover those defenders. Because there needs to be a first line of defense before they get back to the back line. And Declan Rice, when he hasn't got the ball, when a team is attacking, when the likes of Odegaard, when the likes of Martinelli, Saka are attacking, Gabriel Jesus, Nketiah, he's the one that sits and takes up certain position, and he reads the game so well. When they're attacking on the left hand side, he covers. You can see he's scanning, so he covers the left. But at the same time, he's watching the right hand side because he's thinking that there could be a potential switch. So about 3 times I see there was a turnover, and instantly he jogged backwards to that position, basically right back where Partey normally plays, or where Ben White is, because Ben White's attacking as well. So he covers that position, and when he's covering that position, basically Gabriel can cover left back, so he spread himself wide, so in case he prepared for the switch. And I'm saying that we wouldn't see that normally. If it wasn't many, if it was Jorginho, if it was certain, Jorginho, I'll give him that he's good at positioning as well. But some midfielders, they're not that intelligent to be positioning themselves out of position. So we had position, and then it was quick changeover. It was a quick turnover, and he sprint backwards to get back in that position to cover Ben White. And for me, these are the things I love to see, because if he wasn't there, that would have been a ball over the top, and Rashford would have been on goal. So these are the things that we don't see sometimes. And for me, this is why he's the best midfielder in the league. Potentially the best midfielder, the best player in the world in 2 to 3 years' time. It's going to be between Declan Rice, Bukayo Saka, and Gabriel Martinelli for the Ballon d'Or in 2 to 3 years' time. And Mikel Arteta is going to be getting the best manager of the world, best manager in the world as well in 2 to 3 years' time. He's going to be that manager. He's going to be the He's going to be basically what Pep is now, Mikel Arteta. All we need to do is just give him time to do his thing. He's already doing it. He's been doing it for 3 years now, and it's been going well. People are criticizing that it's not going fast enough. But all good things take time. You don't want to rush it like Chelsea spending billions, spending $1 billion with no results, nothing to show. Waste of money, waste of energy, waste of hope. These fans are hoping that by spending the money, by skipping the process that we went through, by spending the money, they think they can skip that process. But life is showing you that it's not like that, mate. When life is ready to kick you, there's no amount of money you can throw that could solve your problems. And that's exactly what's happening with Chelsea right now. Chelsea is going through the mud, the dirt. Like, we haven't been in the Champions League. And speaking about the Champions League, we see us in the Champions League. We saw the 25 man just got mentioned. So we're back in the Champions League now. We haven't been in the Champions League for 7 or 8 years. And we're back now. We see Sosa come into the team at left back. That's the thing I love to see. The young players getting the opportunity, getting the chance to prove themselves. And not just that, but get the experience. That's valuable experience to be playing amongst the world best players. And even if it doesn't come on, even if he's just on the bench, that's still valuable experience to be soaking in the atmosphere. Because Champions League nights are totally different from Premier League games. When you're out there in the Champions League nights, the European matches, it's a different smell. It's a different taste. It's a different feeling. So for Sousa to be getting those opportunities at this age, even if he's on the bench, learning, watching what's going on, scanning what's going on, can only prepare him for better things in the future. And what the thing is that Mikel Arteta believes that he need 2 or 3 players in each position, and this is why Sousa is being brought up. And now, I believe, saying all that, Mikel Arteta is my favorite manager in the world. I love him to bits. Brilliant, awesome manager. But I still think he has some deficiency, which is partial. I believe that he's a partial manager. Pepe, as basically, I don't rate Pepe as a good winger, but he's not as bad as people may say. But I still don't rate him as that winger. Do you know what I mean? But I remember he got so angry at Pepe one time for
head-butted someone
getting the red card. Xhaka done a similar thing, and he just got a slap on the wrist. Mikel Arteta defended Xhaka, but he basically cursed Pepe, and that's not like Mikel Arteta. Mikel Arteta does not throw his players underneath the bus. So when he done that with Pepe, I knew that now there's something going on. He does not like this guy. For whatever reason, he does not like this guy. So, and it's the same thing with calling up Cedric Soares. Why is Cedric Soares in the team? He doesn't deserve to be in my team. However, I will allow it. And it's El Nene is in the team. Doesn't deserve to be my team. But I will let it go. I will let it go for now, because I know that Timber is coming back in January. So I will let it go for now. And also, El Nene, I don't believe he's going to play, but it's just probably that extra man that we need in case Declan Rice get injured, Partey get injured. Do you know what I mean? It's just Jorginho gets injured. He's that player, like a 4th backup, and he's got the experience, so I don't mind that. But with Suarez now, I would rather bring in an attacking player than having Suarez in my team. I don't want Suarez in my team. It's too. Nah, you can't trust him. He'll be having an okay match, and then he does something stupid, like kicking the ball to the keeper, but under kicking it, and then someone latch on and scoring a goal. I don't trust Suarez. But this is the position we're in, right? Beggars can't be choosers. And I didn't mind Arteta not signing another defender in the transfer window. I didn't mind that. So I'm just going to have to bear it. We'll just have to stick it out, and then hopefully Timber comes back. But once again, congratulations to Declan Rice once again for winning the Player of the Month. You deserve it, mate. You deserve it. And I hopefully you will win the Player of the Season. I believe that you will win the Player of the Season. I believe Declan Rice will win the Player of the Season. But Saka is going to improve. He's going to get better. But Declan Rice is only his 4th match. It's only his 4th domestic competitive match, and he's done brilliantly. He's basically been our best player so far, and he's new to the team. He hasn't developed his relationship with each player yet. He hasn't developed his relationship with the defense, with the attack, with his midfield partner. He hasn't. It's not blossomed up. Those partnership hasn't blossomed. He hasn't took flight yet. So imagine when these combinations starting to flow. Imagine when Arsenal going back to their old ways like we was last season, with him inside that team, locking down guys. We'll be conceding less and we'll be scoring more because he's good attacking, he's good defending. So these are the things I like to see. I would say we got the best transfer of the window. We have the best transfer of the window. We got the best player of this transfer window. So that's the video there, and then make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Catch you next video, guys. Goodbye. Mic check.